Good morning, afternoon and evening, my crazies. My name's Angela, I'm the Crazy Poppy Lady, and welcome back to this week's Whips, Bits and Chat. Come on, let's go and see what I got for you today. Okay, so first up today, we have our video update. Oh god, how boring was this week. Right, we had the 50 Search Press catalogue. It's the Winter 2020 edition. Sorry, 2022 edition. And, yeah. Oh. The next thing up was the yarn review, and it was by Paynton's Sierra 8 ply, which is an absolutely stunning yarn from Australia. Don't panic though if you can't get hold of it in your country. If you had watched to the end, I also showed you other yarns that were compatible to it. So yes, I know that there's at least 2 we can buy in the UK and 1 for America. Bonus! In regards to any other videos this week, yes, I'm trying to record stuff, but the problem I have is at the moment we've had a couple of orders for computers come through, so I'm having to be hubby's hands still. So I'm having to go up the office and put computers together. Plug it in here, this bit there, that wire goes up and around there. Oh, here's a tube. Oh my gosh, I'm so confused. But I'm putting them to building them, and then he's doing all the technical stuff and uploading everything that needs to be uploaded, because he can do that with 2 fingers attached, but he can do that. So that's what he's doing. So because of that, I've spent quite a lot of time this week up the office. So when it came to attempting to record for a die day video, the only time I could do it was around 6 o'clock in the evening, and by that point it's too dark and the lights in my kitchen have got an orange undertone, so it doesn't show the colours up as nicely as if it's done during the day in natural light. So and that's why there was no dye day video this week. I have got some yarn in soak. Soaking for 48 hours. I best get to it today, otherwise I'm going to have to dry it and dry again next week. Yeah, so there will be some dyeing videos come out at some point. I just can't guarantee when. And it's the same with anything at the moment, because at the end of the day, that's money in our pocket. So if he gets an order come through, I'm going to be going to help him with that, because YouTube, I only get about 10 quid a month. So yeah, I'd rather do the computers just for now until his fingers start working. Now, and this week coming, hold on. Yep, I'll skip a section. So I've got a little list of what I need to write and what I need to say. This week coming, I am going to put up a tutorial. It's got an accompanying pattern, and it's been sitting in my will I put it out bank for about a year, or just shy of a year, because you guys have been able to see this pattern. So let me just grab her. Did you notice the background change? Right, anyway, here it is. It is going to be the fairy wine box. Yes, for the new crazies that don't know, I'm a bit doolally. And last year, or it might have been the year before, I introduced you to the Naughty Santa wine box. Now, wine box cover. Now, the reason is Naughty Santa is where the tap will come out. You can see just a tiny bit of white. I haven't got a secondary wine box because I'm not really a wine drinker. So that's our Naughty Santa wine box holder. And this is our Naughty Fairy wine box holder, because the tap does in fact come out of a little hole there. Now, you don't have to make it as a wine box holder. You could, of course, I need to put it down because there's wine in there. It's over a year old. It should be emptied. Does wine go off or just get stronger? But anyway, yeah, so what was I saying? Right, so you don't have to use it as a wine box holder. You can ignore that section of the pattern that tells you to put a gap in, and you just repeat the back section. It's really simple, and then you'll just work round until you're done. So it could be used for storing something else. You could also move her little feeties from here to along the side here, which would then give her a larger front base, and you could turn her into a little bag. So she could, in theory, become a gift bag for under the tree. Right, now that pattern release will be on Tuesday, so keep an eye out. And if you do make one, do me a favour and send me a photo so that I can show it off in a future Whips, Bits and Chat, because it's really cool when you guys do that. I love it. Okay, so now it's time for a funny story from Australia. Now, of course, at the end of last month, we popped over to Australia to see the family, and we're really, really lucky that we can stay with them, whether they know we're coming or not, which they didn't know we were coming this time around. But we get to stay with them, which means we only need our flights and spends. Bonus! Because, of course, it's freaking expensive. So let's give you a little bit of a backstory. My daughter suffers with Asperger's, and one of her traits is that she's not overly cuddly. Okay, she doesn't really hand them out that often, but when you get one, you get a squidge, and it's really cool. Right, so 9 out of 10 times you have to ask, and she don't always give them. She's like, no, forget it, you're not getting one. Well, she decided that this year she was going to freak her grandparents out by hugging them. Freak them out by showing affection. How cool is that? Well, anyway, we go over there, and she's handing out the hugs, which is freaking them out because they're not used to it. They used to ask her for hugs, and she'd go, no, don't do them, don't do affection, and they would let her be. Well, this time round, she's given affection. Well, one evening before bed, and she gives her granddad a hug and a kiss. She gives Junie, her nan, a hug and a kiss. She comes over and offers me one. So she's going to give us a hug and a kiss. And at that split moment, she started licking her lips. And in our house, the licking of the lips is done. And not just a little bit, we are talking cover your face in saliva and then splat. We call it the granny no teeth kiss. Okay, so she's threatening to give me the granny no teeth kiss. And I'm like, really? Really? At this point, she's got her arms around me. I've got my arms around and I've locked. And I've just looked at her, smiled, and the pair of us are doing the granny no teeth prep. And the tongues are going round and round at our own faces, soaking them up as best as possible, and then I go in first. At that, she takes a step back and she loses her balance, but I haven't got enough strength to keep her standing upright. So I let her go. Well, she's 17, dropping her now, it don't really matter, does it? It's not like she fell on her head. So, but she took a step back and ended up putting her heel through one of the plasterboard walls in the house. So there was a massive lump. Well, it wasn't massive, but it was quite a deep dent. So much so that the grandparents looked over and went, what is going on? And I'm like, I'm sorry, she's just put a hole in your wall. Don't panic. We'll go up to Bunnings tomorrow. That's a hardware store for anyone that doesn't know. Cool shop. We'll go up to Bunnings tomorrow. We'll pick up some polyfiller and some paint. Do you know what the colour was? Because if not, I'll have to paint the whole wall. So pick a new colour scheme for your lounge. And they're like, oh my gosh, no. Because I think this happened about 4 days before we were due to leave. Which is why on the video that that I showed you last week, where I'd gone to Spotlight. I'd said all the boys had gone off somewhere else, and they'd gone to Bunnings to get to get everything needed to fix the wall. So that's why I didn't have as much money, because of course it was my fault she put her foot through the wall. I shouldn't have given her hugs and threatened to give her wet, soggy granny kisses. Oops. But on the plus side, the hole got fixed. We all took it in turns to put a bit of polyfiller in. It got fixed, got sanded down, and my brother-in-law, the day we flew out, went back in and spot painted, and it's not noticeable now. Well, it is a little bit, because they know it happened, so the paint's a little bit fresher in that area. But it also gives them something to remember us by. The fact that we were breaking their house this visit. Oops. Okay, so I popped into Aldi to do some food shopping, and of course I told you a couple of weeks ago that Aldi had had their yarn event. There was no discount yarn at that point, and I had decided ages ago that I wasn't going to buy any yarn from Aldi anymore. Yeah, you can see me looking, can't you? Yeah, I did. But I bought it with intentions of making something. I've got an idea, and it's actually going to match something else I've been making this week, I hope. But yeah, I brought cake, but it's all glittery. Don't ask me how much it was. I think it was about £5, so yeah, not happy. Not happy about the price. The prices do seem to have gone up a little bit, but it's got 4 pom-poms on the top. Now this one is under a different coloured label this year. It's still a knit and purl, and it's the Pom Scarf yarn, and it's sparkly grey. According to them, this is grey. It's flipping green. Honestly guys, it's green. I'm going to take this out into natural light, and I'm going to show you. This is not grey, it's green. What have I got that's green that it will bounce against? Hold on a sec. No, I've got nothing I can show you for the second, but I will tell you about it. It is the Pom Pom Scarf yarn, a sparkly grey. It's 200 grams, and it's by Knit and Purl, which is so crafty, which is the Aldi yarn. It also has a knitted scarf pattern included on the inside of the band. So I'll have a look at that later, and if it's just the one stitch I know, I might do it. No, I won't, because I want this for a hat. I might get 2 out of it. Right, okay, so let's have a nose at the rest of the goomph on it. It is a lightweight 3. It is a 97% acrylic and 3% polyester, so the 3% is the sparkly glitzy bit. Well, we got wash at 30, do not iron, do not tumble dry, lay flat to dry. It now says, warning, keep out of reach of babies and young children. Keep away from fire, colours may vary. That's something a bit new. And that is approximately 200 grams or 500 metres. And they're saying that the wrap, like this piece of paper here, is made with recycled paper. So there we go. And, oh sorry, a recommended needle size and hook size is a 4mm. So there we go. It's the one that they think is grey. Pom-poms are definitely green, gang. Definitely green. Right, yeah, so that's that. I bought that. And then I did a little bit of virtual shopping. I was naughty, but not naughty, because I need it for the dyeing videos. I got a small box from a very smiley company. I don't need to tell you who it is, do I? A very smiley company, and in there I've got myself, which I've said to my husband it's not for the kitchen, it's for the dyeing. I got myself a 4-piece stainless steel pan set, because I thought, well, do you know what? I can take out the racks and then I can use them on the top of the oven. So now I can cook up some yarn a little bit easier than what I have been doing. I've also got myself a dedicated steamer pot set, because the one I have been using's not that good. The yarn's fine though, but not that good. And I got myself a salad spinner. Oh, my arms are gonna fall off. Between winding the yarn into cake from cakes into hanks and then back again if needs be, and spinning on the salad spinner, which is actually quite tight, I might get rid of some of my bingo rings. Never know. But yeah, so that's that. And I also managed to get some black dye. I have been on the hunt for ages for the set, because what I'm trying to do is get, when I can afford to do it, I get a new dye colour. So if I have an order come through, and if I'm lucky enough to have an order come through, it will replace the yarn and mean that I can then go and buy another yarn colour. Because I only buy little packets, I don't buy massive pots. Because I know what I'm like, and sooner or later I'll probably end up putting the water in the wrong place, or mixing the colours wrongly or something. So at least this way, if I only have little packets, I can only do a little amount of financial damage when I muck up. But there we go, that's that. Right, so seeing as hubby's just had another order in, I'm going to have to leg it up the office to give him a hand at putting that together. And of course, it's actually Sunday today. That is how late I am. Normally I record these on a Friday. So if I've missed anything this week, I am really, really sorry. I will catch up with it again next week. Just put a reminder in the comment section down below that I've missed something. Right, so that is it for me for today. I'm going to head off. And of course today is also service day for the military and the Royal British Legion and things like that for the 11th. So I'm going to be heading off now, head off to the service and then straight up the office, and to help hubby with computers. So I'm sorry it's only a short, sharp, quick one today. I haven't got any time. Right, I'm going to head off. I will see you all really, really soon. So please remember, stay chilled, stay happy and keep crafting. Goodbye for now, everybody. Okay, competition time. It's the first of the month and I'm evil and I've put it at the end. Did you catch it? I really hope you did. All of the rules and regs will be in the description box and down below. Is your chance this month to win a pattern of your choice. Whether it be one that's on the Ravelry shop or whether it be one of the winner only patterns, the choice is yours. It is a pattern frenzy. So what I would like you to do is in the comment section down below, I want you to write fairy pattern. Okay, something about the fairy pattern. Disguise it in your normal stuff, in your normal chat, and I will be drawing the 1st of December. So good luck everybody. I will see you all soon. Bye.